Good evening, everybody. We are up to Mishnah Vav, the sixth Mishnah in Pirkei, in the second chapter of Pirkei. This one's actually a short one, but it carries a lot of weight, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. The Mishnah quotes Hillel as saying, "Af hu ra'a gulgolas achas shetzafa al pnei hamayim." One time Hillel saw a skull that was floating on the top of the water. Amarla, Hillel said to the skull, so to speak, Ad da'ateft atfuch v'sof mitifayech yitufun. Because you drowned others, you were drowned yourself. But the fact that someone will drown you, they themselves will be drowned, and so on and so forth. A couple of principles come out from here. First one being the notion of crime and punishment, that there's a spiritual punishment for committing murder, but also there are many messengers to God, right? Hashem has many messengers, and so to speak, and therefore, if a person is guilty because they killed someone else, it's very likely that they themselves will happen to be, quote unquote, the victims of a murder themselves. Now, obviously, sometimes people are killed not because they did anything wrong, and sometimes murderers are never brought to justice, and that's definitely true, and we can't explain everything. We can't explain a lot of things in the world. But the principle, though, here is that ultimately we believe that there is justice, and also the fact that we believe that the way in which a person harms someone else, or a way in which a person does good for someone else, that same way will be used to either do bad or to do good to that person. So here, because he used this specific method, and the Kahati, one of the commentators, says that why was a skull on the water? It's because the murderer wanted to dispose of the evidence of his murder, and therefore the skull ended up floating on the water, and so that's why Hillel was, so to speak, addressing the skull, addressing the murderer by saying that you must have done something like this to someone else, and therefore